he's going to be greatly missed by a lot of people in this community, including the athletics department, the university, our fan base, and our student athletes. But I want to thank President Hart for the opportunity to be the interim AD. We have a great athletics department here. We have a wonderful staff that's very talented, starting with our coaches, and our priority is our student athletes. And we have a lot to do. It's only halfway through the 16-17 academic year. The winter sports are still moving along. We haven't even started our spring season yet. So I see this as a big group effort from our executive staff and beyond, and I want to ask our fan base to do the same thing, that we're just going to be moving forward, all hands on deck.
Any idea what the time frame is in terms of bringing in a permanent AD and how long the interim tag will be on?
You know, this has all happened so quickly, and President Hart was generous enough to give me the opportunity as the interim, and she said I'm going to be starting officially on February 1st. And so after that, I think we're going to be hearing a lot more answers as we move forward.
Do you have a sense of who is going to be on a committee deciding on a permanent AD?
No, I'm just focused on getting through this semester. I think we have a good group of people to continue on to do that, and so I'll let President Hart make that decision.
How are you approached about taking the interim job right now?
President Hart had called me and asked me my thoughts on it and if I would consider it. She said that, and she had made kind of done her own homework, and you know, I have a wonderful relationship with her. We're on the Pac-12 Council together, and she's been a great leader for the university, and so it was a nice call that I received yesterday.
Were you surprised when you heard the news that Greg Byrne was taking on another job?
I think everyone can agree that Greg Byrne is one of the highly touted athletic directors in the country. We knew that, you know, what he's done here has been incredible, and he's done a lot of great things for us. And so we knew anytime there was a Power 5 position open, his name was going to be on that list for good reason. And we wanted, you know, we wish him the best. That it's an opportunity. I knew if it was going to be an opportunity that he felt in his mind that he couldn't turn down.
What kind of conversation have you had with him since his decision to leave?
We've been talking throughout this whole process, even up to just a few minutes ago. He's a great person. I look forward to continue to work with him for the greater good of college athletics. We're going to both be at the NCAA convention this week, and he has the best interest of our student athletes and student athletes as a whole across the country. So I see him very much still as a great peer and a great friend to move forward with that.
Have you talked to Rocky at all about sort of what the interim job is like?
This has happened so fast that we've just sent some nice texts, and she was very supportive, and I'm absolutely, she's going to be on the short list of phone calls.
What do you think is priority number one, was the biggest challenge for a new AD here?
Wow, I think, you know, we're just continuing to roll. We had a great academic year. This last semester was one of our best in history. We just opened the Ginny L. Clements Academic Center, so we're excited about that. And obviously, capital projects, we are always full steam ahead of what's next. And so we have some priorities, you know, always on the capital side. We have 20 programs with 20 great coaches, and so for them, I want them to feel that we have an executive staff, senior leadership, and staff that work for them as hard as we can, and keeping this kind of full steam ahead here of what we've been doing.
What is your interest in the job yourself?
I don't know yet at this point. I really want to focus on this semester, however long this position might be. I think as an athlete here, I have incredible passion for this place, and I get emotional when I think about it. I was recruited by Coach Candrea from Southern California, and this is a wonderful place to work. I had such a positive experience here as a student athlete. I had left and for some other opportunities in between, and it was hands down when an opportunity came back in 2005 to come back. I wanted to give student athletes, I wanted to help, if I could play a little role in giving student athletes a positive experience just like I had here.
Do you anticipate the interim tag being a long-term deal or short-term deal, given the situation that's going on in the
I don't know. We're not there. We're not there yet. These things have happened so quickly. President Hart has been moving quickly herself, but in college athletics, I don't know how long it could be at all.
How did playing softball here prepare you for the real world?
Coach Candrea and playing for a national championship program like him, I think he has always instilled having a balance in your life, and I've carried that forward throughout my life. He's incredibly organized, and if you've ever been out to a practice, there's no walking in between the lines. You're always running, you're always moving, you're always doing something to help yourself and help the program. So I carry that into my daily life here. There's so many aspects to the college athletics department, from compliance to academics, down the line, that we really need to focus on. And I think that having an organized kind of mind frame with it, and a passion for what you're doing, and a great team, I think really will help that. And I want to say something about people working in college athletics. You know, you see people right across the board. You see people in this room. There's a lot of work to be done, from whether it means interning and volunteering in our Sports Marketing Association to our executive staff. Everyone works incredibly hard. The hours are strange with working nights and weekends and with games, and people are doing it because they love working in college athletics, and they love what this does for student athletes and for the community and for our fans.
You said what Greg Byrne has done here is incredible. What have you learned from him?
I think one of the biggest attributes that Greg has is that he truly cares about people. And I think we got along great because of that, because he cares about these coaches, he cares about these student athletes. He got teary-eyed in a presentation to some of our student athletes last week, because he truly does care. And so up until the point that he decided to take another position, he cares very much about this place. And I think that is from the top down, that if you love what you're doing, then it's easy to go to work in the morning.
What was your first job after you left here?
There's a few. I was a production assistant for Fox Sports. I will give a shout out to KBOA. I interned there. Right after I won the national championship, I went back to Fox Sports, and I worked in sales, and then I had an opportunity to play for the National Pro Fast Pitch All-Star team, and from there I met some National Pro Fast Pitch executives, and I was asked to play for the New York, New Jersey Juggernaut and also do marketing and sales for them. So at that time, softball is a very West Coast sport, so they wanted some presence out there in New York full time to really promote the league. And so it was a wonderful opportunity working in the tri-state area and the New York market, and it's a little bit different than Tucson. But it was a good opportunity, and when I was considering coming back west, and the opportunity presented itself in marketing here, and I jumped at it.